Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Sibt ibn Jawzi, the Hanafi scholar, tells us that on the day of Ghadir, when the Prophet said, Man kuntu Mawla, fahaza aliyun Mawla, on that very day, verse 3 of Surah Maida was revealed. Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum Islam ad-deena. Today I have perfected the religion for you and I have completed the blessings of my blessings upon you and I am pleased with Islam as a religion for you. Now, we need to understand that the Prophet taught us so many rules, so many ethics, for example, prayers, charity, social laws, etc. But this particular verse was not revealed for that. It is only when the Prophet announced Imam Ali as the Mawla of all the believers, not for just that time, but for the end of time, at that very moment this verse was revealed. So, in order to understand this better, we need to look at another verse, because something that we really need to understand is that just as the narrations of the Ahlul Bayt interpret the Quran, other narrations interpret other narrations of the Ahlul Bayt as well. And so in the book Al-Kafi, we have a narration from the Alim of Alim Muhammad, Imam Ali ibn Musa Raza alayhi salam, our 8th Imam, where he tells us, so now this narration is in Kafi, he says, Innal imama zamamuddin wa nizamul muslimin wa salahud dunya wal izzul mu'minin. Innal imama asul islam in nami wa far'uhu sami. Now I'm going to give you a short translation and a better explanation. So he says that imama is the reign of the religion. Now what does reign mean? Basically, the word zamam tells us that back in the days, whenever the Arabs wanted to ride a horse or a donkey or a camel, they used to put a ring in the nose and they used to attach the rein, the rope basically. And through that rein, the animal was controlled. So basically what the Imam is telling us, that Imama, whether it's Imam Ali or the other 11 Imams after the Prophet, what they basically do is they control the religion. If the Imam is not there, just as if there is nobody controlling the rein, the animal goes out of control. In the same way, if there is no Imam, the religion goes out of control. And basically, you see bid'ahs, innovations in religion. Then after that, the Imam continues. He tells us that the Imam is a support for the religion. The Imam is a salahud dunya. The Imam sets the religion right. The Imam is a source of power for the religion. The Imam, or rather Imama, is a branch that grows, and at the same time the Imam is a branch that at the same time it bears fruits. So when we see that the Imam has got so many benefits for us, the Imam is a focal point. Once we start to understand this narration, we understand what does it mean. Man kuntu Mawla fahaza aliyun Mawla. Now, but yet we argue, what does Mawla mean? So when the Prophet says, I am Mawla, and after that he says, then for whomsoever I am Mawla, then Ali is Mawla. In order to understand this better, on the day of Ghadir itself, a companion by the name of Hassan ibn Sabit, he interprets Mawla in this way. Now there's a poetry he composes, and in that poetry, at the end he says, فَقَالَ لَهُ قُمْ يَا عَلِي فَإِنِّي رَضِيتَكُمْ مِنْ بَعْدِ إِمَامَ وَهَادِيًا. So the Prophet says Mawla, but this companion says that Ya Mawla means that the Prophet was pleased with Ali as the Imam and the Hadi and the guide after him. So you see, the Prophet is telling us that Imam Ali is an Imam, he is a guide, while the people misinterpreted the word to be friend. And you know what they did was, they pushed him aside and they never even took Imam Ali as a friend. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.